Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Birch and Lily, where I talk about all of the crafting that I have been doing over the past week. This week is a cross-stitch episode. It is October 5th, 2020, and I have a couple things to show you guys that I've been working on over the past couple weeks. Before I jump into all of that though, there are two places that you can find me on the internet. The first is on Instagram at birch.and.lily, and the second is on Ravelry if you're into knitting. And I am called Birch and Lily there. So let's jump on into what I've been working on. I have a finished object. I swear I am finishing a lot of stuff lately and I am okay with that. I am really excited. This project has been in the works for over a year now, I swear, but I finished it in time for the season and I really do need to get it now framed and put up in the house because it's so cute. So that project is Halloween Squirrel by the Blue Flower. I am stitching this up on the call for fabric with the call for threads. So that is a 40 count winter brew that I am using to stitch this up on. I have it in this really cute Halloween bag from Pretty Southern. I did not iron it this time. It just was not happening, but that's okay. You will still get the idea. And I will make sure that I iron it and all that before I put it away. I hang all of my projects in my closet. I have just like a pants hanger and I iron all of them and clip them to there so that they don't get wrinkled anymore. Minus the stack I have over there, because I was trying to find frames for them. I didn't find frames for everything, but I found frames for a couple, so, but I need to put them back and put them away until I'm able to frame them. Anyways, that was a long tangent for showing this. So this is Halloween Squirrel by the Blue Flower. So the designer of the Blue Flower has like a whole series of these. There is one for every single season. This is the first like holiday one that she's came out with, and I just cannot get over how cute it is. Their little outfits, and it's adorable. So yeah, these are all of the called for overdyed threads. I do believe the pattern does come with the DMC conversions if that's what you're interested in more, but I do really like using the overdyeds, especially for the squirrel's bodies themselves, because it really gives them some texture. And I love pumpkins. Fall is my favorite season, so this is absolutely perfect. I can't wait to get it hanging up. So yeah, that is Halloween Squirrel by the Blue Flower. I have this one finished now and the summer one, so that leaves me with fall, winter, and spring to do, and then of course if any other ones come out. But they are pretty fast. I'm bad at working on them, so they do end up taking a lot longer than they should, but they're quite small, so they're a pretty fast stitch for sure, especially if you're doing it on the 40 count. Actually, let me check the stitch counts for you. So the stitch count is only 129 by 93, so really small, really reasonable size. If you don't jump in between thousands of different things, you would have it done really fast. And yeah, there's no specialty stitches other than one tiny little piece of back stitch. I don't know if you got there, just holding the lantern up to the border. And that is all that there is for specialty stitches. So it is a really easy stitch and it's so cute. So I will get that framed, fingers crossed. Actually, I do have a frame for it in this bag right here. Let me grab it and I can show you what I think I'm going to frame it in. Okay, so I kind of tried to fold it so you can get a bit of an idea, but I'll show you the frame by itself too because I did a really bad job. But this is the frame that I think I'm going to put this in. I wanted something really neutral that would match with all of the different squirrel projects so that I can fit them all to this frame and then switch them out as the seasons go. But it's just a, oh, that glare is bad, a wooden frame from Hobby Lobby. It's an 8x10. Unfortunately, these pieces wouldn't fit into anything smaller. A, what is it, 5x7 is a little bit too small for them. So an 8x10 is what it is, which is fine. Once I stretch them out, I think it should fit relatively well in there and not look like there's too much extra space. If there is, I might mat it. Probably not. I'll probably just leave it as is. I'm simple. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking to frame that in. And then I did grab one other 8x10 frame. I have a couple pieces that might fit in it. I haven't decided yet, but when I get in a framing mood and I sit down, which I should do soon so I can put this out, I will decide what else I want to frame and put into the other frame that I was able to get. But I do need to go back to Hobby Lobby. I'm hoping they'll have a sale soon on there. I think it's 11 by something frames. They're bigger because I do have some pieces that need that size of frame, and they were not on sale the last time I was there. So I do need to go back and get that so I can get some other pieces up, like my Mary Mary Needleworker. I think I have Cinnamon Stars that needs to be framed. That I should look for a frame because that's a really pretty fall piece to have up too. Yeah, I have a lot of framing that I need to do. Another big one that I need to frame is Love Abide by La Di Da. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find a frame myself for that. I might need to get it framed, but I don't want to pay to get it framed. I really should get the measurements for that. I should just take it with me to Hobby Lobby too and see if they have bigger frames. We'll see. I have a lot of framing to do. But a finish is always exciting because now this bag is free to have something else in it. I don't really have any Halloween projects that could be moved into it or anything, but I do really like Yuletide Welcome and Ghoultide Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. I think I have them both. Let me look actually. This video was going to be short anyway, so I might as well find things and ramble some more. So I do have the Halloween one, but I don't have the Christmas one, which surprises me, but that's fine. I don't need any new starts, but if I want to have something Halloween on hand, this is so cute. There, the glare's gone. I really like that. So I believe there is also a America, like July 4th themed one, but I'm not American, so I don't want that one. I think it's called Liberty's Welcome, but yeah, I really like this one. And then Yuletide Welcome is kind of the same idea, but Christmas. So I do eventually want to do these. Maybe I will set this out. What does it use for? Oh, it uses needlepoint silk. Never used silk. 36 count. Does have a DMC conversion. I would want just a over dyed conversion. I'm not sure I want to spend the money on silk. I will sit that out and do some research. Anyways, that was a lot to say. That Halloween Squirrel is done. Other than that, there are two things that I've worked on over the past couple weeks. Feeling pretty monogamous. I'm getting close to another finish, so that has had a lot of my attention, and that is what we'll jump into last. Save that till the end. But I do have a new start. I had talked last cross-stitch episode about starting Heaven and Nature, which is a pattern by Teresa Kogut, and I did end up doing that. So this bag that I have it in is from Made by Mama Joan. You can find her on Etsy. And I am stitching this up on 40 count Mallow. I think the pattern calls for 35 count tin roof. And then as for threads, what I ended up doing was purchasing all of the DMC threads and then going through my like leftovers and stuff like that and trading out the DMC for something that matched where I could find it, if that makes sense. So I have all of the DMCs on here, and then like I guess I can give you an example. So one called for color is DMC 3363, and I ended up finding Crushed Mint in my flosses, which is from Victorian Mallow, and they're relatively close. So I figured I will kind of trade out where I feel like it. Use DMC sometimes, use Crush Mint sometimes. I don't know. It'll give it a little bit more variegation in places, which I think should be fun. I haven't used any of the overdyes yet. Everything I've been doing, I've used the DMC so far, but I think it should work pretty well. So yeah, like I said, I'm stitching this on 40 count Mallow. If you are looking for a very affordable fabric, this is the 40 count for you. It is so cheap. And I've decided that I'm just going to use it a lot more often so that I can have more projects on the go and be a little bit more cost effective, because I know myself and I like to work on lots. So this just makes it more possible, if that makes sense. Anyways, I basically just started on the border. I've been doing all of the green leaves. I'm going to work page by page, I think, on this. So the pattern is large and it has many pages. I don't know. The chart is split into many pages, so I think I'm just going to try and do a page at a time, just to make it easier on myself so I don't accidentally miss something when I'm jumping around. So I am working the border and finishing that up for the size of the page, and then I will move on to filling in everything in between the border. So this is all just, like I said, DMC so far. Really enjoying it. It's very easy to follow. The chart is nice and large. It's not too small, so that helps a lot, especially when something is so big. It doesn't look terribly intricate either. I'm not seeing much, if any, back stitching or fancy stitches, so I'm enjoying that too. But yeah, big project. I ended up having to order a 27 by 36 inch piece of fabric. So, and as I say that, I was complaining about framing Love Abide, which is big, and now I'm working on something else big. But they're fun. I really like watching them grow, and I figure it is what it is. So that is Heaven in Nature by Teresa Kogut. And the other thing that I've been working on is a Shepherd Song by Plum Street Samplers. You guys know this has been a favorite lately, and this is the one I'm getting close to finish on, so I will show you guys that. I have this in another pretty southern bag. I'm stitching it up as well on 40 count Winter Brew, and I'm using all of the called for threads. So there's a little disastrous peek at all of the threads. So the house is done. Oh my goodness, the house is done. If you have seen this pattern, well, actually you will have, because I'll put a picture up on the screen. This has a lot of solid fill-in, and that dang house is a lot of solid fill-in. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like I've done a lot. The whole border's done too, which is crazy. Back stitching and everything. The house is done. I really only have that one little spot on this side, and then otherwise I just have this half left. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to get this done so bad. I love this piece so much. If I cannot find a frame that fits this piece that I can frame it myself, I will pay to get this framed because I love it so much. It's so pretty. So yeah, that is where I am. I really don't know what else to say, just that I feel like I'm getting so close to being done. Also, I'm slightly disappointed that I feel like I'm wasting this little chunk of fabric here, but it is what it is. It's so nice. So I'm stitching this one thread over 2 linen stitches. Both other projects that I've also showed you today were stitched that way as well. 1 thread over 2 linen threads. That is my preference. I like doing 40 count for that reason. So yeah, that's what I'm doing on here as well, and I can't wait to finish it. Yeah, so that is all I have to say about that. I did pull out one other project that I want to get back to working on because I'm kind of feeling in the Christmassy winter stitching mode. So I did pull out Let It Snow Bungalow, and I'm going to move that down into my rotation downstairs. I'll show you a peek at it really quick if you don't know what I'm talking about. So this guy has been hanging out in another pretty southern bag, which is not winter themed at all, but that's okay. And yeah, I worked on this a lot last winter, and then once it got warm, I didn't want to stitch snowmen anymore, so I put it away. But this is where I am. So I want to pull this out and get some work on this again. I'm stitching this up on 28 count black Joblin, and I'm using 2 threads over 2 stitches. 2 Joblin stitches? It's not really linen, I don't know. But I do want to work on this again. It's really fun. I have the fall and the summer ones done, and I have been putting those up, and I just have to finish this winter one and the spring one, and then I'll be able to rotate those out for the seasons, which is exciting. So yeah, I want to get this pulled out and get working on it again. So that is this episode for you. I am about to go and start filming my craft room cleaning tour thingy. If you watched my last episode, I had talked about possibly filming a video of, well, a tour of my craft room, but cleaning it because it's a disaster. So I think I'm going to start filming that today and kind of do it over the next couple weeks in segments. I'm not sure if I'm going to release it in like different videos or all in one big one. I'm thinking different videos, because then if I have a week, say like this week, where I really didn't have that much to show you, I could put one of those videos up instead and just delay the what I'm working on video. Yeah, it's a mess. So I'm gonna start cleaning in here and get that filmed, and look out for that eventually. Someday it'll be up. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you are new and this is your first time here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It helps me out a lot. You can also like this video and ring the bell to get notifications when I upload new videos. Liking definitely helps get my video out there, so if you have a second to do so, I would really appreciate that. I do upload new videos every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I alternate between knitting and cross stitch videos. So this week was cross stitch, next week is knitting, and so on. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me again. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.